How's it going? Here's my vlog for December 17th, 2:59 p.m. on Tuesday. 3 o'clock p.m. on Tuesday. I kind of got up super late. I haven't done really anything today other than apply to a bunch of jobs and fix my resume. I've applied to 50 jobs on Indeed now. 52 jobs. Ranging from basically anything. It's house cleaning, supermarket, mostly taking care of old people, education. I applied for a preschool, but then I guess you need a preschool certification, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't want to do a job that requires certification. But yeah, a bunch of janitor jobs. So maybe I'll read them later. But I recorded a video yesterday, but I didn't upload it because I guess I just got too lazy. So I can upload it today. I went to the gym yesterday, and yeah, I talked about that in my video actually last night. I leveled up in a couple of things. But overall, I didn't feel very good. I don't feel good. I have exercise-induced asthma, and also apart from that, even if I didn't, if I pushed myself too hard, I would kind of get me sick. So that's fine. Just taking it easy. So I think I canceled my Amazon Prime because a lot of the stuff that I buy gets robbed anyway. I live in a bad neighborhood. I ordered protein powder, $52 worth of it with 2 canisters with nuts. Somebody robbed it, I think for the second time, so I just gave up. And a whole bunch of my other stuff gets robbed, so gets stolen. So I paid my final bill and canceled it, but I think my Amazon Prime movies was going to expire today, on the 17th. So I watched a movie on Amazon, one last time, called The Covenant. That was pretty good, army movie. And yeah, if I still have it today, maybe I'll watch a movie tonight. Maybe they'll suddenly cut it off at midnight, so I'll have to watch it before then. But that'll save me some money. So yeah, I got rejected from the interview that I did for the old people, so that was kind of a bummer. Made me a little bit freaked out. But had an interview yesterday, and they'll let me know this month or this week if they're gonna hire me. And I got rejected from a couple of other taking care of old people jobs. So if this one rejects me, maybe I should just stop applying for those. The problem I might have getting hired is, that's what my mom said. I was like, look, I applied to 7-Eleven, and she's like, oh no, they'll never hire you. They'll think you're overqualified. So I don't want to find myself in a situation where I can't get a job anywhere. Cause I'm either people think I'm either overqualified or underqualified. Like I don't fit in anywhere. The gym across the street said, I talked to the manager, and he said that they're hiring on the 6th, so I think I'm going to bring my resume in there like today and remind them that I'd like to get hired on the 6th when they do it. I looked at my fundraising. I need to look. I want to see if I can get fundraising for my site. But if my site doesn't help me get a job, or it actually makes it so that I can't get a job or whatever, I don't know if it'll be the kind of site that anybody will want to donate to unless I explain it better than it is now. But I went on the fundraising sites, and yeah, all my fundraising sites, they got deactivated. Except for my Patreon, which never got any donations. So I guess if you don't get a donation or if you don't renew it on the regular, then they just deactivate your whole fundraiser. So I will try to sign up for that again. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know why I didn't feel very good yesterday when I was in the gym. I'm having like energy problems because I guess I'm also a little bit depressed. Like I really need to get a job so that I don't default on all of my my bills. I looked in to try to get a roommate again, which I gave up on, but that got deactivated as well. My Facebook ad for getting a roommate got deactivated, so I'll have to go and activate everything again. I feel kind of like groggy and like unmotivated, like to the point of I could just sleep all day. As soon as I get a job, I get some money, I can go to the, see, I'm yawning like a motherfucker. There must be something wrong with me. Like maybe I shouldn't go to the gym if I'm going to be yawning like this. Maybe I should just lie down and sleep. I feel like I could sleep. But I felt like that yesterday in the gym when I was working out. And I remember thinking to myself, yeah, and I think I talked about it yesterday. If I go into the gym and I'm groggy, like, don't let that stop you. Because you could still, perform better. Anyway, like I ran for the first time yesterday at 5.5 miles an hour for the whole thing, the whole 3 miles. Instead of 5 miles an hour, and I was riding my bike at it faster too, at stronger. I averaged 236 watts for 20 minutes. So that was the first time I'd done that as much. And when I was out of the saddle, I was at like 350 watts. So, but like being in this purgatory of trying my hardest to get a job anywhere, but not being qualified to work anywhere, and then opening up the internet and seeing how nobody wants to work, and it's like, nobody wants to work, but nobody will hire me. Nobody wants to read or can read, but nobody will look at my site. It's like, uh-oh. Twilight Zone world. I remember something that Mike Tyson said, like I just saw it yesterday. It was like, I don't even know what video it was. It was like one of these really short videos, and then they just inserted that blurb in. He goes, yeah, when God's with you, when you're super blessed and God's with you, the devil's with you also. It's kind of how I feel. Like I have God with me in my mind, and my vision, and my website, and everything's godly about that. But I'm a social pariah. The devil makes sure that everybody thinks I'm Satan. So, I applied for janitor. Some of these jobs pay well. Like the janitor at the homeless shelter is $25 an hour, and cashier at 7-Eleven is $18 an hour, and so it's like all these jobs pay more per hour than I've ever made. So, yeah, all I have to do is score one. If I could get a job at at the gym across the street, that would be cool. That seems like a pretty simple job. And they said they're hiring on the 6th, so I'll just keep in touch with them, and hopefully I'll get included. But yeah, maybe I could, if I don't feel like going to the gym today. Because like even when that feeling like you don't feel like going to the gym, but then you go, and after you get there, it's okay. Yeah, I'm not even healthy enough for that. I go into the gym, and I'm in there, and I'm like, oh my God, get me out of here. But no, I think I'll go in there. But there's this big fat guy, like a huge obese guy. I saw him in the locker room, and he went in the gym at the same time that I did. And then I worked out for like an hour or something. a little over. And then as I was back in the, getting dressed to leave in the locker room, I saw him doing it. So we were in there at the same amount of time. But yeah, that's my vlog. It's kind of in purgatory. I don't know. I think like if I'm gonna be yawning like this and groggy, maybe it is better for me, and completely out of motivation, maybe it is better for me to just lay in bed and just sleep, or put the computer on my chest, on my belly, and just very calmly reamp these money raising sites. My website is really fun to work on. I enjoy my life great when I'm working on the site and living my life and all that. But when I start like testing the waters and then getting frozen, it's a little bit depressing to constantly get rejected all the time. But with everything, it kind of wears on you a little bit. I mean, it caused me to not be quite as motivated to go to the gym or think as clearly. So I have to explain my website by writing, and maybe I'll do that now, but because it takes a certain mindset. But I feel like I could have a nap actually right now. Sometimes turning on the video camera and talking makes me want to fall asleep. That's why I didn't upload my video yesterday, because I did the video. Like, I think I came home from the gym. When I started with the video, I was totally awake. And then I start talking, and as I'm talking, I'm starting to fall asleep. And by the end, I was like having dreams, and I was like, oh man, I got to go to sleep. So I turned off the video camera and lied down and like fell asleep. And it was like recording the video made me do that, because I wasn't as tired at the end of it as I was in the beginning. But I'm still trying to recover from all of the damage I did to my body and the sleep deprivation from when I was working on my website. Kind of like, if you ever get frostbite in your fingers and toes, it's easier to get frostbite again in your fingers and toes. Or like when people get knocked out a bunch of times in fights and they can't continue as professional fighters because it doesn't take much to knock them out anymore after that. It's kind of like me with, oh man, I lost my train of thought. Whatever. All right, so that's enough. Yeah, see, my brain hasn't come back online yet. I haven't smoked any weed for a few weeks, and I haven't really bought it for a long time. I only continued smoking weed for a little bit after I decided to get in shape, and it's all barely like I'm in shape. The only difference is I'm not working on the site as much. But ever since, I lost my train of thought again. Wow. Yeah, I'm really losing my mind. Yeah, the only reason I kept smoking weed was because that was right when my 3 homegrown plants were about to be filled, like grow up all the way. So, it's just slow going. Like, I could also hang out here. All yesterday and last night I was stretching. I stretched my hips so much that I even got them a little bit like less limber, and it just takes forever. So I'm just on the long road to recovery with everything. But yeah, I've applied to 52 jobs on Indeed, and maybe I should set like a bookmark, like after I've proved, with the jobs I applied for, that after I apply for 100 jobs on Indeed, I'll go on to try to get help at the job assistance. I called the job assistance board in Longmont and left a message. So we'll see what happens. I kind of feel like Job from the Bible. Like maybe it'll be like pestilence. Like worst case scenario, I'll never get hired and I'll never get donated to on my site, or be able to get a roommate. And so I'll have to sell my house to have money, and then just sell all my things that I have in my house on pennies on the dollar, and be homeless like Job, just working on the website and the library every day until the website comes through, and then I can make money to get a house. I don't know. Anyways, I'm about to pass out. I don't know what the deal is, but I'm going to go lie down and fall asleep. I got a Jägermeister yesterday. I have to stop drinking because I was like, hey, if I'm going to watch one movie, one last movie on Amazon, and I don't plan on watching movies after that on like Netflix. Well, I had to go to the store anyway to get bird food, and because my birds were starving. Like, why not just get a little alcohol and drink while you watch a show? So I got this little Jägermeister, and I drank it. And I remember feeling a little bit buzzed, but it wasn't like a pleasant buzz. It felt like exactly almost the same feeling as I feel after I eat like a bunch of marijuana cookies that my mom gave me, or maybe I smoked some weed. But it didn't have any resemblance to alcohol. And then as I went to sleep, I felt sick. I felt bad. So yeah, alcohol in any form is just not good for me. It's like poison. So I don't think I'm going to do that anymore, like ever. Kind of takes a while. It's hard to quit drinking when you're not an alcoholic. We only drink like once every 2 weeks, or once every 3 weeks, or once every month or 2 months. But every time you drink, it just makes you sick. You kind of can't remember. You remember it from a long time ago, but not what happened for the last couple of times. So anyway, I think I'm going to lie down because it's going to be super comfortable. Then when I get up, I might go to the gym, or I might try to explain myself on my website. Oh, and try to hook up and then paste. And then paste my little blurb on the different money-raising sites. And I'm going to have to keep an eye on those regularly from now on. I didn't know that they would just kick you off. But I guess if there's no activity. So anyways, talk to you tomorrow.